Pump-action shotguns are a staple of Call of Duty. They're some of the most satisfying guns you can use, often coming with huge sound effects, insane close-range damage, and today is dedicated to the pump. It is dedicated to the most insane boomsticks from Call of Duty history. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Jimmy or Chaos, and this topic was requested by viewer Wadey Biffy? I don't know if I said that right, but there you go. Remember to let me know in the comments if you have a video topic you want us to talk about, and you could end up showcased just like that guy. But today, it's all about the 10 best pump shotguns in COD history. So you let me know what your favorite pump shotty is down in the comments. Drop a like. Make sure you guys are subscribed. And at number 10, the combat shotgun in COD World War II. I mean, the combat shotgun was far and away the best shotgun in COD World War II. It was basically the only one that could be used in more than one situation. Traditional pump-action trench gun, very impressive one-shot kill range, solid rate of fire, and the option to throw incendiary shells on it for that damage boost was pretty nice. It was amazing compared to the other shotties in the game, like the toggle action and the sawed-off, but even if you compared it to other COD pump-action shotguns, it was good. Fantastic damage per shot. Had a quick fire rate for good follow-up potential on your target if they escaped the insta-kill, and the sound effects and animations, just the chef's kiss. Plus, it was leagues better than the World at War equivalent, the trench gun, which was arguably the worst pump-action shotgun in COD history, so we're off to the races. At number 9, the Rack 9 in Infinite Warfare. Now, even though the Spaz 12 was actually in IW as a classic weapon, there was a new version that was basically just a futuristic Spaz 12, and it was more consistent. The Rack 9 was the last shotgun you unlocked. Had a ton of potential. Now, shotguns weren't as powerful in Infinite Warfare due to the advanced movement and generally less than stellar range drop-off, but the Rack 9 could clean up entire lobbies if you played to its strengths. One-shot kill range, pretty impressive. Nutty ammo capacity for a pump-action weapon, so you rarely had to reload in the middle of a firefight. For an Infinity War shotgun, it was really good. I think there was a very good reason why it was the most popular shotty in the game, or at least I think it was the most popular shotgun in the game. It's kind of hard to gauge what the community actually thought about Infinite Warfare sometimes, but I'm going to assume. At number 8, the Banshee in Infinite Warfare. Back-to-back IW. Now, the Rack 9 may have been the more traditional shotgun in Infinite Warfare, but there was one that you unlocked way earlier that I actually think may have been a better weapon overall. The Banshee was the sonic shotgun. It would fire out that big blast of sound that would kill the person in front of you somehow, and it had some awesome animations and sound effects. Now, in practice, it was basically just a standard Call of Duty pump shotgun, but it had some stats, like a 10-round default ammo capacity, quick reload animation, as well as a bunch of awesome variants that would make it look and function even better. The Banshee was often overlooked because it was definitely on the stranger side of Infinite Warfare, especially compared to the more traditional shotguns, but I think it was kind of slept on. You could get some work done with this thing. At number 7, the Hauer 77 in Black Ops Cold War. Now, the community seemed pretty split on the 77 during the Black Ops Cold War beta, and when the full game came out, people were still divided. Seems there's a lot of people who thought this secondary shotgun was amazing, but there was also a lot of people who thought it was underpowered, not worth using. Now, personally, I liked it. Secondary weapon, you couldn't expect it to have a ton of killing power like a primary shotgun normally does, but at the same time, there were ways to make the Hauer absolutely nuts in the gunsmith. You could very easily give this thing the power of a traditional COD pump shotgun, and even if you didn't land a one-shot kill, hitting somebody with the Hauer was usually going to leave them with 10 HP at the absolute most. Now, it took a little practice and a handful of attachments to reach that true potential, but it was good. I think it's worthy of a spot. At number 6, the R9-0 in Modern Warfare 2019. The infamous doof that absolutely dominated both Modern Warfare and Warzone. The R9 was the pump shotgun that could be fired twice before having to be pumped, which meant it had some of the best DPS values for a pump shotgun in COD history. Now, in smaller maps in Modern Warfare, it was basically unbeatable because the first doof didn't instantly kill you. The second doof was absolutely going to clean you up, and since those two doofs were coming right after another, it was basically, there was no escape. There was no doof escape if the R9 user managed to get close. On top of that, it had some annoying attachments. It had incendiary shells, increased ammo capacity, extended one-shot kill range, and many more that I'm forgetting. It was nuts. It really was. Now we arrive at the top 5. The MOG 12 in Black Ops 4. Now, this pump shotgun was standard by default, which was to be expected from a secondary. However, what gets it in the top 5 of the list today is the Dragon's Breath attachment. Would give it incendiary shells that dealt super fast burn damage that would almost always finish off enemies once you hit them. Now, because Black Ops 4 had manual healing, you would have to hit the heal button immediately upon getting hit by the Dragon's Breath rounds in order to survive, and even then, the animation often wasn't fast enough to save you. The MOG would get you so many cheap kills with burn damage, and that's assuming you didn't just immediately kill your target with the base damage of the buckshot. It was a super powerful weapon that unfortunately helped start the trend of overpowered incendiary shells on COD shotguns. At number 4, the KRM-262 in Black Ops 3, your starting shotgun in the game, and while it seemed pretty standard as a weapon on the surface, a little bit of experimentation would show you how busted it was. The fire rate was moderate, reload speed a bit slow, but the one-shot kill range was crazy, especially if you put the long barrel attachment on it. Now, the hitbox was also very generous, so you didn't have to be super precise in order to land a killing blow on an enemy player with this thing. I mean, whether someone was running up in your face, trying to jump over you with a jetpack, it could clean them up pretty easily, either by blasting them straight in the chest or just hitting them in the leg and insta-killing them anyway. Now, I think people slept on the gun because it was overshadowed by the obnoxious Brecci 205 and, of course, the Argus. But the KRM, it was good. It was really good. At number 3, the Remington 870 in Black Ops 2. Now, BO2 had some absurd shotguns, and the Remington was just the beginning. Starting shotgun, similar to the KRM, looked like a simple pump-action buckshot weapon at first, but once you started using it online, you knew. The fire rate of the Remington was one of the fastest on this list. In fact, I think it may have been the fastest, and yet still had insane one-shot kill range. But even if you didn't clean someone up on the first shot, that quick pump animation would get the killing blow much quicker than your target could react. The reload animation, super quick. You didn't get caught in the middle of it, especially since you could cancel it whenever you wanted to and jump back in the action. Now, for a starting shotgun, the Remington 870 was nuts. Even if it had been a final unlock, it would have been worth the grind. But I did say a minute ago, the Black Ops 2 had some insane shotguns, and as good as the Remington was, it was nothing compared to, at number 2, the KSG in Black Ops 2. I called this the best shotgun in Black Ops history a while back, and I'm here to stand by it. It was the first slug shotgun in COD history. Still, easily the best. Instead of firing a bunch of pellets, you got this one big fat slug that would instantly kill anybody it touched for almost 20 meters, even if you hit him in the toe. But after that one-shot kill range ended, it still did 70 plus damage, and it still got headshot bonuses. You could instantly kill somebody with a single headshot from stupid ranges with this gun. It was a very high skill weapon. You had to treat it like a close range sniper as opposed to a traditional shotgun. But if you put in the time and got good with it, it had some of the most crazy killing power and clip potential in Call of Duty history. Definitely wasn't a gun for everyone, but none of the best guns are. But if I thought this was the best shotgun in Black Ops history and I'm only putting it at number 2, that must mean an insane shotgun takes the number 1 spot today. Well, if you know your COD history, you already know. At number 1 today, the best pumped shotgun in COD history, hands down, is the Spaz 12 in Modern Warfare 2 2009. Would you believe this was the starting shotgun in the game? Yeah, this was the first shotgun they placed in your hands. I would argue it's the best in the game, at least after the Model 1887 patch. The 2009 Spaz was a monster. Featured a relatively low rate of fire. In return, you had insane damage, a ridiculous one-shot kill range, and a gigantic hitbox that made it super easy to rip through people without having to take time to aim. All you had to do was swing around, face their general direction, and boom, they were gone. It was so powerful that people were running around using it as their primary. They were dropping nuke after nuke, and yes, this was a secondary weapon in Modern Warfare 2. It was ridiculous. If you ask me, it's the best pump shotgun in COD history. The KSG may have technically had a better one-shot kill range, but since the Spaz 12 was so much easier to use, and it was a secondary that you could put in your back pocket, I think it gets the nod. Let me know where you guys agree. Let me know where you disagree. Let me know one COD pump shotgun that was deserving to make the list that didn't, and I'll see you soon.